Lila, and how are you?
Hi, my name is Nirain.
Hi, I'm Victor.
Hi, I'm Vincent, and my MP3 player rocks!
Welcome to Podcast Bangladesh!
On today's episode, you'll hear about design technology and the handheld program at ISD. Thank you.
Hello, you're listening to Podcast Bangladesh from International School Dhaka.
Hello, it's Mr. Babistock here. Podcasting. Well, from what I understand, podcasting is when you download a file, it probably stays on the internet or something. You can put sound bites onto the internet.
Talking to grade 9 students Vanil, Nusrat and Tawfiq, and we're talking about blogging. Vanil, what is a blog?
Blog is a website where you can write all your thoughts.
Okay, and what else, Tawfiq?
You can also maybe share pictures and different types of multimedia, example for sound clips and video clips.
Okay, now you three are in ICT class here at ISD. How are blogs being used in ICT classes?
In ICT, we use our blogs to record what we did in class, what we learned, how we felt, and so on.
Welcome, Mr. Sperandio, to Podcast Bangladesh. What sort of school is ISD? Can you give us a brief description?
ISD is an international school of about 600 students that offers the International Baccalaureate program. Most of our students are Bangladeshis, perhaps 75%. Another 15% are Bangladeshi students who were born in the United States or Canada and have come back to Bangladesh to finish their education. And the rest are 23 other nationalities.
You've been listening to Podcast Bangladesh, brought to you by students and staff at International School Dhaka.
Well, the digital divide is a term used to describe the growing gap or social exclusion between those who have access to the new services of the information society and those who don't. This can be for a number of reasons: access to education or training, lack of money to buy the required equipment, or lack of access because of the problems obtaining the required communication links or services to get online.
Welcome to Podcast Bangladesh, brought to you by students from the Information Technology in a Global Society class at International School Dhaka. Today we look at WSIS, which had its first phase in Geneva in 2003 and culminated in Tunis in 2005. We also look at Bangladesh and the International Workshop here last October, Building an Information Society, and we review the culmination of WSIS in Tunis.
I'm going to talk about WSIS, which is the World Summit on the Information Society.
Sam, recently you started blogging with your grade 4s. Tell us a little bit about that project.
That's been fantastic. I do all of the creation at the moment of the website, although a few of the kids have started dabbling, making their own blogs. What I do is I take photographs of what's going on in the class. I get the children adding to the posts during lessons, and then we upload everything, and they can go home, they share things with their parents, they make comments on the blog at home, and it's worked incredibly well. It's really, really good for their language.
The project is a documentary film on the Biharis. The Biharis are basically refugees. They originally come from the state Bihar in India, and then they migrated to Pakistan. But after the liberation war, the Pakistanis didn't take them back, as Bangladesh was known as East Pakistan, so they were here. And then the Bangladeshi government made camps for them, little camps, and basically they're suffering a lot, and it was...
Right, Moshiur, you have done your project on primary education in Bangladesh. Tell me, what inspired you to do this, and what have you done here?
I just wanted to look what the situation is right now, and I focused on rural areas because I think the primary education outside Dhaka is really poor. So I focus on 2 government schools, and I visited 2 outside Dhaka, one in Narayanganj and one in Chittagong.
Good afternoon, dear adjudicators and fellow debaters. We are here today, as Arpit has stated already, to discuss about the censorship of the internet for students and from unacceptable online content. These days, censorship of the internet is becoming quite popular in countries throughout the world, such as China, the UAE, Myanmar, Morocco, Singapore, France, South Korea, the US, etc. We may think that this is a positive thing, and it is, as Arpit stated, due to the growing number of children who watch pornographic material. But look at the other reasons as to why most governments have started censorship.
Hello, I am Rashana.
I'm Moyuddin.
And I'm Salih.
This is a podcast translating basic things from English to Bangla, just in case any non-Bangla speaking people have trouble communicating with someone who doesn't understand English. For example, new teachers in our school might find these sentences very useful in the future. First we will say the phrase in English, then we will repeat it in Bangla.
My name is
Amar Naam.
My name is
Amar Naam.
What is your name?
Tomar Naam Ki.
What is your name?
Tomar Naam Ki.
During this term in ICT, we as a class created a variety of digitales on different subjects that we felt personal to us. Here is Proma and Salman's take on what they did.
So, Proma, what was your digital story about?
My digital story was the story of my best friend and I. I've known her since we were in kindergarten, and then we faced a lot of obstacles in our friendship, which we overcame. And so I figured it would make a good digitale.
Well, my name is Muttaqi Mahmood, and I study in International School Dhaka. Well, I like the concept of digitales as it was very new, and it was also very exciting. And it was a unique way of actually telling a story, so I really enjoyed it. No, I made a digital about me making my digital. So it was kind of comic, and I really did enjoy making it because, well, it was a new idea of actually making something interactive to share a story.
Chosen to do my digital on fear of the dark because it's actually a phobia I had from childhood. I was always afraid of the dark, and that was a day that changed my life, because from that day I wasn't afraid of the dark. I understood that there is nothing in the dark, it's just a loneliness, a shadow, and I really understood that there's nothing to be afraid of it.
My story is about a girl who suffers through many differences in her life. She comes to this new school and she finds this totally new environment where people have a hard time accepting her because she is different. She has a hard time coping up. So I take my story into a broader perspective because there are a lot of people that feel the same way as I do. So I wanted to create awareness amongst people so that they know what they're doing, because sometimes they are unaware of the fact that they are hurting other people by doing simple things like teasing or, differentiating themselves from the other people.
তোমার বাড়ির রঙের মেলায় দেখেছিলাম বায়োস্কোপের নেশায় আমায় ছাড়ে না বায়োস্কোপের নেশায় আমায় ছাড়ে না ডাইনে তোমার চাচার বাড়ি মায়ের দিকে পুকুর ঘাট সেই ভাবনায় বয়স আমার বাড়ে না সেই ভাবনায় বয়স আমার বাড়ে না